What's up, all you beautiful ball guys? I'm Joe, Nicole, and we are Scalp Logic. And today, listen, we offer the finest S&P results. But what we really love to do is study the psychology of hair loss. So, GaryVee, let's kick it off. You want to just play the video right off the bat? Okay.
I'm either going to Turkey and getting a mullet implant or I'm shaving my head. It's all happening next 24 months. I'm not sure,
You're not shaving
but I'm
your head.
going either 100% implant, fucking Drew Brees, Urlacher life, and getting like a fucking afro and just going so that I can be like Sean O'Malley. One of the big decisions of my career.
That is so epic.
This has been a long time coming.
Epic.
We're both
Yes.
fans of GaryVee. I think this
Yes.
guy does God's work. He does amazing work,
Yes.
helping inspire people and just keep
Absolutely.
things real, keep all the honesty,
Yes.
right? So that's kind of his image. Is just a straight shooter, no BS, right?
Mhm. And I mean, for the last couple of years, we've seen him in pretty much every single clip, for the most part, wearing a hat, wearing, what did you say, like a beanie?
Yeah, he wears the ski hat, whatever it is, but he's always covered up. And as
Yep.
a ball guy, and someone who studies this, talks to
Yes.
guys all the time, we know all the signs,
Yep.
right? And this guy preaches confidence and preaches motivation and owning yourself, self-image.
Exactly.
But he wears the hat.
But also, look at the way he's just owning this. I'm so impressed
Respect.
the way he just came out and he's like, look, I'm going through hair loss. These are my two options. I'm sharing it with the world.
Just throw it out there.
I don't know,
Just
kind of
throw it
like
out
8
there.
Mile Eminem did a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, not to compare me to this legend, but I kind of went about it the same way when I was much younger, and I told everybody I know, it's like, this is what I'm doing.
That's it.
Call it out. If it looks terrible, let me
Yeah.
know. If it looks great, let me know. But either way, just you gotta just go for it. You gotta be
Yes.
honest. You have to
Yes.
be honest.
And I'm not saying this is for everyone. Obviously, everybody deals with this differently, but I love the path that he chose with it because I think this opens the gates for so many guys to just embrace who they are and own it and just be like, you know what? I'm going through hair loss. I'm looking for options. I'll figure out when I find the right one.
You got to find a way to love yourself.
Yep.
The guys that just shaved their head and said they're cool, a lot of them are honest and authentic.
Yes.
And for those, I'm like, respect. But
Yep.
a lot of those guys, they shave it and they feel less. They feel older. They
Yes.
feel unhealthy.
Exactly.
And you got to love your image. That's what we preach, right? That's what we're really big on. So what is he going to do? So he's going to grow it out. What I hear is like he's kind of talking about there's consequences to the hair transplant,
Yes.
right? Kudos. I kind of want him. I have a bias towards S&P. Kind of want him to get the hair transplant. A part of me as a bald guy just to see it play out. But I'll put it like this: if he shaves his head today, tomorrow, next year, and does S&P, he could always get a hair transplant the next week, the next
Exactly.
month, the next
You
year.
still have options. No
But
matter
if
what.
once you do the hair transplant, you got the permanent hairline, whatever you choose or your doctor makes, and there are the hairline, but it's probably pushed back. So
Yeah,
in Gary
I mean-
Vee's situation, maybe we'll throw a picture or two
Yep.
up right here. So Gary Vee has the hair loss in the back. I think
Yes.
he's mid-40s ish. So he's getting in like the full extent of his hair loss, but I think he's still got some more to go, and he's missing the frame. Do you think a hair transplant is good for a guy like this? Is he a good candidate?
I do not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
I think it's not going to be for his features, for how much hair loss he already has. But I mean, Turkey, if you are going to get a transplant, I have seen some amazing results.
It's pretty
from Turkey.
legit.
Just being real.
It's pretty legit.
There's some pretty cool
Yeah,
stuff.
you're
out
rolling
there.
the dice. You're gonna have permanent scarring. That's a
Yes.
guarantee. There's a lot of there's no scars in the back, but I always say that it's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
So, and admittingly, these new scars, the FUE, the way they take them, I mean, it doesn't look unsavory. It doesn't look terrible. You disagree? That's what I mean. You're rolling the
Yeah.
dice. On some guys, it can look really great and flawless, and other guys, you can tell. And I think we operate on the premise: if anybody can tell you did something,
Don't get it done.
don't do it.
Exactly.
And so that's like, you don't get that guarantee, which is why GaryVee is playing it the way he's playing. He's like, listen, I'm just going to go balls to the wall. I'm going to get a mohawk. I'm just
Here we
going to
go.
grow it out.
Yep.
Just going to push it out like a big fro and own it.
Yes.
Which, respect, man.
100%.
Respect that.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I love how he's playing his cards. I'm just so I'm impressed, and I feel like this is going to bring about a change.
Again, we're very passionate about the psychology of hair loss, and I'm always looking for like a leader, somebody worthy, right? Somebody that people respect their opinion.
Yep.
And this guy is totally it in every single way.
Exactly.
And so I think a lot of people are going to be watching, and in typical GaryVee fashion, he's going to help so many people, regardless of
That's
what
it.
choice he makes.
Yep.
He's just shedding light on this topic,
Exactly.
and kudos to him. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And lastly, talk to them, sell them. S&P is the way to go. Yes.
100%.
What would you do if you're GaryVee?
I would.
Knowing what you know.
I mean, I would obviously do my research and get, subtle pigmentation done 100%. Or I would just shave it and embrace it. I hear too often, and see, I have a different bias because I hear too often guys sharing their journey on, I got a hair transplant, I got another hair transplant, and I just hear the pain in their voice. And I'm not saying this is for every case, but I would say the majority, most guys that we speak to are like, I wish I would have never done that.
Well, the guys that we talk to, and of course, they're coming for more solutions, right? They call us, they're not calling to say, hey, I got it.
Because they're happy, 100%.
Yeah.
But hearing that, I'm just like, no, GaryVee, don't do that.
Well, the other side too is, I feel like we say this all the time, but it's worth repeating over and over again. If you get the hair transplant, then 95% of the time, what would you say the number is? Almost a guarantee. You get on minoxidil.
That's the part.
Get on Rogaine.
Yeah.
Take Propecia.
So hormones. No.
Yeah.
Chemicals and all that. No, thank you.
And I don't see GaryVee going that route.
I don't see him going that route either. So it's curious. I'm going to be watching this pretty closely, seeing exactly what he does, what he posts, and I think the whole world will be.
Guys, I'd love to hear your comments. What do you think GaryVee should do? What will he do? I want to see the mohawk. I would love to see the S&P.